Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, or good late evening. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Patriot Nation TV. I'm your host, Tim Davis, aka Professor X, your new age patriot with a 1776 attitude. Just one man, one opinion, trying to connect the dots in this bizarre world we're all living in. It is December 15th, 2021. And it's kind of an important date that's really not spoken of the way it should be. So this is basically Happy Bill of Rights Day, people. Thank God you got the Bill of Rights. Even though the Bill of Rights has been molested and perverted beyond recognizable, but we still have the one that keeps them all alive. That's which is the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment protects all the other ones. So it's a Happy Bill of Rights Day. Quick little show. So on this day in 1791, Virginia ratifies the Bill of Rights, making those 10 constitutional amendments the law of the land. The Bill of Rights, of course, includes protections such as things freedom of speech, freedom of religion, the right to a trial by jury, and the right to keep and bear arms. The alarm's going off. Imagine that. Ratification of the Bill of Rights couldn't have been too surprising. The country has been stewing over the idea ever since the Constitution was first proposed to the states in September of 1787. Quick little history of it. But we take it from James Madison's point of view. So anyway, moving forward, at that time, anti-federalists such as Thomas Jefferson, the anti-federalists were quick to denounce the proposed document, which was the Constitution, partly because it lacked the Bill of Rights. On the other side, pro-Constitution Federalists, that's why you have the Federalist Papers, the Anti-Federalist Papers. Matter of fact, so I don't need United States Constitution, Federalist Papers, Common Sense, Bill of Rights. I mean, everything's in here. Nothing, but it is what it is. Everybody should have a copy. I don't expect you to have this one in particular, but I do expect everybody to have this one. It's the Constitution. It's a pocket Constitution. You can keep in your front pocket, your back pocket, like you do your phone. Keep in your back pocket, glove compartment, whatever. Read it, learn it, understand what it means. Bill of Rights, very important. Everything I talk about is right behind you anyway, so I'll back it up. So at the time, like I was saying, anti-federalists were quick to denounce the proposed document, partly because it lacked the Bill of Rights, right? Which thank God we have today. And on the other side, the Federalists, such as James Madison, I'm going to talk about this from James Madison's point of view, from reading his writings. He argued that a Bill of Rights was unnecessary in the first. He believed that the national government created by the Constitution was a limited powers, which we know today in 2021, it's beyond its power. It's not limited. It had only the power specifically given to it by the Constitution. So he believed, why create a list of things that the Constitution cannot do? He believed that creating such a list might cause confusion about the limited nature of the new national government. It was a new idea, right? Nevertheless, the agitation of for the Bill of Rights continue. They kept press Bill of Rights, because without the Bill of Rights, there would have been no Constitution. It's a fact. Many states ratified the Constitution, but also sent recommendations for amendments to the first Congress, such as the Bill of Rights. As for James Madison, his position changed over time, obviously. When you think things through, instead of just rushing for emotion, think things through, you might change over a year, 6 months, a year. His position did change over time. And at the Constitutional Convention, he seemed unconcerned when the Bill of Rights was not included in the Constitution. Nevertheless, he was wavering after it about a year. In October of 1788, he told Thomas Jefferson that he generally favored the Bill of Rights, assuming he did not give the national government new powers by implication, but he never thought that omission of these amendments was a material defect in the Constitution instead. Instead, he viewed a Bill of Rights as a mere parchment barrier. In other words, a Bill of Rights was simply words on paper. Is that what it is now? I mean, it perverted, molested it, Patriot Act, the NCAA Act, did plenty of videos on all that. The real protection for the people's rights lay in the structure of the Constitution, a structure with separation of powers and other checks and balances. Do we still have checks and balances? I don't know. Possibly. I'm not really too enthused and impressed by it. Anyway, by June of 1789, Madison's position has evolved still more. It's going over a year now. You think things out over a year. Think about it. You got to be patient and think. By then, he was an active advocate for a Bill of Rights, and he presented a set of proposed amendments to the Congress. Madison gave a long speech to the House in which he explained his reasons. I got him right here. This book right here. His, Federalist Papers. He gave his reasons. Got him right there. He's still worried that a Bill of Rights. Because it enumerates particular exceptions to grant the power of. Might cause some to assume that any rights not singled out were intended to be assigned into the hands of the general government, which we see now with Obamacare, all this other crap. However, he thought that Congress might write the amendments in such a way as to guard against that problem, which they did, lasted up until about 1913. Everything changed from that point on, like I did a few videos on. And he also thought that adoption of the Bill of Rights might assert some concerns amongst the public. If amendments can be adopted that will not injure the Constitution, even as satisfaction is given to the doubting part of a fellow citizen, then Madison believed the effort was worthwhile. You look at today in 2021, it's perverted, it's molested. Madison was a Federalist, believed in central government a little bit, but he changed his way. Alexander Hamilton would have been a radical. Well, back then, today he would be whatever, hero. But then again, moving forward, furthermore, by September of 1789, the Congress had approved 12 amendments. 12 amendments were approved. and were sent out amongst the states. 10 of these were approved as the Bill of Rights that we celebrate today. So that's that's a little bit about the Bill of Rights from Madison's point of view, to argue his side of it from a Federalist point of view. I'm more into the anti-Federalist, Thomas Jefferson, guys like that. But nonetheless, any of our founding fathers today would be rolling over in their graves, I'm sure. Very disappointed in where we are, where we came, how we lost our way from just common sense. Even with the sins of our past as a country, misdeeds, misfortunes, whatever. But the bottom line comes down to we're very lucky and fortunate to have men. Very fortunate to have men. Very fortunate to have the men who would did what they did to form this country, this great country. But anyway, I'm just babbling now at this point. Leave a comment if you're new to this show. Please hit like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Be notified of future videos. Thanks for tuning in. I'm on for about 12 minutes, 13 minutes. And I hope you enjoyed the show. Little rant, little quick history. I don't know, Professor X, right? Professor X. And I guess I'm going to tune out. I guess I'm going to say, like I always do, God bless. God bless you. God bless America. Good night. God bless.